Welcome into the first ever DR7 The Crown MVP Bowl here from the Villages Charter School, where some of the best talent that we've seen on the 7v7 circuit this season collides here in a thrilling Friday night affair. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Ben Spicer, joined by CJ Gilbert, and fun Friday night evening, fun Friday night event we have to kick off the Crown here at the Villages High School this weekend. The MVP All-Star game, and this is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of excitement as Team Orange goes up against Team Blue. We'll tell you about both sides here in just a moment, but pretty cool concept that we have going on here, CJ. Something new that we're trying this season.
Pretty cool concept. This is the closest thing that we'll get to a Friday football night until we get to some pad football. So, as you see right now, this is Cruz Campbell and Coach Tony down low down there, and that's Team Blue. So, Cruz Campbell is one of those quarterbacks that we've seen over the course of time of Hustle Inc. 405 out of Oklahoma, threw over 4,000 yards for Total High School, a team that went to, they lost in the semifinal state round that I talked to Cruz Campbell about. So I can't wait to see what Team Blue does. And then you see Team Orange over there. They're coached up by Coach Casey Thompson, Oklahoma player there. So can't wait to see what he does against one of his players of Hustle Link 405. We got a really good matchup going into our MVP Bowl, and then ultimately going into Crown Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see if that's an advantage. Maybe he has a little inside scoop on how he could slow down Cruz Campbell, because that's not something that we've seen teams on the DR7 circuit be able to do this season. I know they fell short in Dallas, but they won that Houston tournament. They won the Oklahoma tournament as well. So Cruz Campbell has a proven winner on this 7v7 circuit and on Friday nights as well. So we'll look at the rosters for both of these teams, and we'll start with Team Orange, as we mentioned, coached by Casey Thompson. Team Orange, several standouts there on that list. Corey Stokes is a player that I'm looking forward to seeing, and of course Noah Wallstad is the quarterback out of the 813 Hawks class of 2027. Who are you looking forward to seeing out there for Team Orange?
Yeah, no, for sure. The one that stands out to me being Emery Snyder. Didn't get a chance to see him last time that we got a chance to see 405. Congratulations to him. He's committed to West Virginia. Just committed, yesterday. So he was a guy that, wanted to commit early and get on the board as far as being a senior, kind of go ahead and lock his place in as a 2026 senior commit. So really looking forward to Emery Snyder out of Bixby, a high school, a prominent program in Oklahoma. They win all type of state championships all the time. So a very well-known, respectable program and a standout name in Emery Snyder.
Country Roads taking him home. I love that. I had to work that in there. Let's look at Team Blue now for the Crown MVP Bowl. And, of course, we mentioned Cruz Campbell. He's a standout as well. An interesting matchup here. You've got twin brothers going up against each other from one side of the spectrum to the other. Jordan Lane, he is on Team Blue. And, of course, you have Jalen Lane on Team Orange.
Yeah, can't wait to see the brothers kind of go back and forth. It's going to be a nice little competitive rivalry between Jordan and Jalen there, both out of Tuttle High School in Oklahoma. And then another guy that I want to kind of key out there, we've already talked about Cruz Campbell a lot on the show already, but Jordan Murray out of Tampa Bay Tech High School down there, class 2028 receiver. Keep an eye on him. Has a Purdue offer, and he's kind of growing into one of those receivers that we'll get a chance to know a lot.
And we've got the coin toss getting set to be underway here from the Villages. A little windy here this evening. Quarterbacks will be throwing into the wind, so we'll see if that is a factor here in this game. But looking forward to just kicking off a great weekend, CJ. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Crown always is a lot of fun. It's been a great 2025 season. We've got teams coming from Florida, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Indiana, even Canada coming down to compete here this weekend for the DR7, the Crown National Championship. Of course, we'll have pool play streams coming your way all day tomorrow. We'll be coming out with a schedule here later on tonight. And the championship games, the national championship games, will be coming your way on Sunday too. And you can catch all that right here on the DR Sports Media Network. Again, I'm Ben Spicer, joined by CJ Gilbert. Several fans in the chat, they've been watching this, waiting for this to start. We do apologize. We started a little late. We had some late arrivals, teams getting warmed up, teams getting loose and ready to go. And it's interesting. You do have several teammates, going up against each other and playing alongside each other. But if you're the quarterbacks for this team, you kind of want to build a chemistry, get in a rhythm since it's 7-on-7 football after all.
Yeah, definitely. Some of these players have not played it with each other at all. Like we mentioned before, even the 405 guys kind of getting that team chemistry, that camaraderie as they kind of go into this, this Friday night football type setting in the 7-on-7 Crown MVP Bowl. So definitely have to take the time to get warmed up. And I've heard Coach Thompson say that as well as he's kind of talking to the guys. They'll probably get the ball first here in a few minutes, but just trying to get the blood pumping, get it warmed up, get the competitive juices flowing. And we'll see who kind of come out firing here in the MVP Bowl.
Coach Ballard looks good in that jersey. I think he could still spin it out there. Maybe we could see Coach Thompson and Coach Ballard go mano a mano. That would be worth the price of admission here. It's going to be Team Orange with the ball to start things off. Again, Team Orange quarterback is Noah Wallstad, 2027 quarterback from Dunedin High School, representing the 8-1-3 Hawks. And spoiler alert, the Hawks program is one of those teams we'll be streaming tomorrow in the 14U ranks. And we're underway here in the first ever Crown MVP Bowl. Throw over the middle as he tried to get it to Jalen Lane. And again, maybe some chemistry things, trying to sort everything out there. A little behind Lane, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell that, the strategy does not change for Coach, Thompson at all. He's trying to get it quick to his receivers.
Second down throw comes to the far side. This time he has the completion, and the pickup goes to Jalen Lane. So he's able to connect with Lane, who he was unable to hook up with on first down. Same rules as what you'll see throughout the weekend here. That was good for a first down. You can pick up a first down at the 25 and the 10-yard line. The only change is it is a 30-minute running clock. It'll be 25 minutes on Saturday and Sunday. And shout out to our head ref, Sean Solo. Hold it down for us. Throw is caught. And Indiana in the building. Oh, I thought he caught that simultaneously with the touch. They'll spot him just short of a first down, pickup of about 13. That was Carter Zent, repping PSM, and Bishop DeWinger High School, class of 2027 on the catch.
Yeah, that was a really good, smooth catch right there. In stride, hit him. And as you see on the DR7 replay right here, Noah just kind of scanning the field and getting it to his receiver right in the nick of time. And like I said, that would have been 6 in Friday Night Football.
Second and short coming up now.
Going
They're
for the
throwing
fade ball.
one up. They've got a man off the fingertips of Emery Snyder. And that would have got West Virginia Nation a little excited if he was able to reel that one in just a little bit out of his grasp. It's going to bring up a third down and about 2.
And you can get ready to see that as, fall football gets kind of closer and closer. Emery Snyder is going to be used as an athlete this year. He's not only going to be kind of a nickel or, a safety hybrid for Bixby. He's going to be used as a receiver, kind of an X-receiver. So he's getting kind of those reps in, as you can see early, as a red zone target.
Third down and short coming up. They need to get it past the 10-yard line. They'll motion Lane from left to right on your formation. Team Orange looking to score on their first possession.
Open.
They've got a man wide open. And into the end zone, it's Carter Zent, his second touchdown of the drive. This time he finds the end zone, no doubt about that one. And Noah Wallstad comes through on third down. Team Orange is on the board here in the Crown MVP Bowl.
Midwest in the building, man. I'll tell you what, Zen, that was a really good play. Back-to-back opening plays that he was wide open on, kind of like a short pattern route.
Yeah, PSM will bring their 10U team. That's another team we'll be streaming tomorrow. Again, we'll come out with the full schedule for you guys soon. But PSM, they were really impressive as an organization in our St. Louis tournament. Glad they have some representation here in the MVP Bowl. As they will go for one here. That's Team Orange. Looking over the middle, and that one dropped. Trying to find Corey Stokes, repping Team Tampa. But the score will remain 6-0 in favor of Orange. Now we'll see what Blue does on their first possession, as Wallstad caps off his first series going 3 for 6 with that touchdown, but they couldn't get the conversion.
Really good drive, opening drive for Noah Wallstad there. Even though he completed only half of his passes, really good stuff there to kind of get the opening, draw the first blood for Team Orange.
Came through when his team needed him the most on that third down and short. So now it's over to Cruz Campbell, 2026 quarterback out of Tuttle High School. Man coming in motion. Here's the first play for Team Blue. Throw up, it's caught. One-handed grab.
Easy money right there. Easy pitch and catch right there for Cruz Campbell. He's by far one of my favorite quarterbacks that I've seen at the DR7 circuits here, thrown for over 4,000 passing yards at Tuttle High School, over 30-plus touchdowns. And you can see right here on DR7 replay, he just in the pocket presence, arm strength, zip on the ball. He gets it to his receiver in stride. Really heck of a catch by his receiver, too. The move that sticks.
That was Javon Medlock. The Team Blue was down a couple players that weren't able to make it. They pulled him out of the crowd, and he's making plays. He said, "You forgot about me. I deserve a spot out there."
Me.
Here's Cruz Campbell after that big pickup. Rolls out, picks up some additional yardage.
That's the other brother, Lane.
And that's Jordan Lane, class of 2027 out of Tuttle High School. And this is the Cruz Campbell that we're used to seeing, an efficient 2-for-2 and in just 2 plays that are inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Jordan Lane is one of those receivers at Tuttle High School, too. He's had over 500 all-purpose yards, and he's a Swiss Army knife for Tuttle High School.
Here's Cruz Campbell on the move to the left. Hooks up with his target again and gets inside the 5. They'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Coach Ballard has to be saying, "I like this kid a little bit."
Yeah, no, definitely the connection easy with a guy like, a coach like Tony Ballard being a QB whisperer, QB coach, really, from Florida A&M. He's been around the game. He's seen a lot of quarterbacks in his time and in his day. He's definitely seen him and impressed, I would imagine, by Cruz Campbell so far.
Cruz Campbell looking to remain perfect. More importantly, find that end zone. Here's his 4th throw, and he'll do just that. Easy money to Jordan Lane, his 3rd catch of the drive. And Team Blue answers back with 6 points of their own. Now they're going to go for 2. How about the aggression from Coach Ballard here, CJ?
Yeah, really, really good stuff by, head coach Tony Ballard there. He one of his quotes, he says, "You got to be a student of the game to master the game." And right now, he's definitely dicing it right now with Cruz Campbell.
Let's see what Cruz Campbell does. He's studied well so far. He'd ace a test if that was the case.
Wide open.
And he'll remain perfect. Lane almost stumbled short of the end zone, but able to find it. And that's a perfect 5 for 5 for Cruz Campbell. Doesn't get much better than that, CJ, on the opening series.
Yeah.
And it is 7-6 Team Blue.
Yeah, right here on the DR7 replay, like you said, Ben, 5 for 5 on that drive right there, ending it off with a Lane touchdown. But, yeah, definitely would have aced that test. Perfect 100.
Student of the game. I like that. CJ, as you see Lane crossing it over and getting in there. Good stuff from Jordan Lane. 4 catches for a touchdown on that series. Jalen, his twin brother, had a catch for Team Orange on that first series. Let's see if he can answer back. Could we have a battle of the lanes here in the MVP Bowl?
We'll see what Wallstead do in his second drive here.
3 for 6 on his first series. Pump fakes.
He's got him wide open in the back of the end zone.
Has a man wide open, waiting on it, and coming up with the catch.
Touchdown.
Team Orange, Oliver Smith with 6. Reppin' Hustle Link 405.
Wow, I'm telling you, Oliver Smith really was one of those guys that came out of the crowd himself and made an impact right in the nick of time when he needed it. Noah Wallstead, coming off the pages right now, a guy that you need to know at 813 Hawks. Right here on the Yep.
Pump fake maybe bought him some time. He scans the field, looks over left. His eyes had to get wide when he saw Oliver Smith with some space in the end zone.
And that's another one of those Hustle Inc. 405 guys with Coach Casey Thompson. And definitely they have one of the best programs that we've seen over the last couple of seasons in DR7.
And I think they're going to go for 1. They were making things a little more difficult on yourself. Noah, move it up a little bit there. Making things harder. They'll take it from the 3. You can go for 2 from the 10. Then we'll go for the 1-point conversion, try to make it 13-7
Oliver
over
Smith
the middle,
again.
And they'll do just that. Oliver Smith held on to it, bobbled it a bit, but was able to secure it. And a 1-play scoring drive for Noah Wallstead as we try to get this MVP Bowl in before the rain comes. Clear skies right now. You see a full moon. If CJ's acting up at the Airbnb later on, I know it's because of that full moon.
Good joke, man. Good joke. I like it.
Oliver Smith series. He goes for 2 catches, 1 for a touchdown, 1 for the conversion. And that has DR7 Team Orange ahead 13-7.
Got a new quarterback coming in, too.
New quarterback is in for Team Blue. I'll tell you about him as the catch is made. That's Zion Boongu on the receiving end. Antonio Balaguer is the new quarterback repping Team Elite All the Smoke. Score correction is 13-8. Orange leading here in this one, but blue trying to strike back.
And this is where you'll kind of see what Coach Ballard can do with some of the guys that, that he doesn't get a chance to often work with. So definitely we'll get a chance to see what Antonio does in this drive right here for blue.
He has quads to his left, loading up, firing over the middle, deflected, almost came away with it. Great break on the ball from Carter Zent. Indiana in the house, CJ.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Carter Zent is having himself a ball game, being an impact on both sides of the field for Team Orange. So Antonio, new quarterback in, has to be careful. As you see right here, kind of scanning the field, kind of side-eyeing.
Yeah, stared him down a little bit.
Yeah, stared him down definitely, and almost was costly for Team Blue.
Good stuff. PSM, as we told you, brought their 10U team. But shout out to 15U Zion Boongu, who had a catch earlier on in this series, as well as Carter Zent, coming down to rep Indiana in the All-Star game. As here is third down coming
going
up.
Deep with it.
Long.
Ooh.
Up. Oh! Almost had the one-handed snag. It falls incomplete. And that's Oliver Smith in coverage. And 2 more points for Team Orange.
I'm telling you, that's a premier matchup. If we want to kind of, talk about our Crown MVP Bowl, that is a premier matchup between Jordan Murray and Oliver Smith. As you see right here, Antonio throwing a good ball. Jordan kind of getting that one hand out there, but really good coverage by Oliver Smith right there as he gives kind of the scrap signal and let Murray know, hey, I got you locked down, young guy.
I love it. So that is a turnover on downs. That's what we're here for this weekend, the Crown National Championship. We're just having a little fun on Friday night with the Crown MVP Bowl. Hope everyone's enjoying our coverage. Again, we'll have our streaming schedule unveiled later, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Check out all the great matchups that we have coming your way tomorrow. A lot of defending champions matching up.
Lost that going deep with it. Oliver Smith, he got him, though.
Oh!
Ooh.
Just a little bit behind. Maybe throwing into that wind was a challenge on that play. Good coverage there from the quarterback, Antonio Balaguer.
Yeah, really good coverage by Antonio Balaguer right there. Oliver Smith he's known to be a burner, so really good. Even though he's throwing into the wind, Noah kind of trying to press the mark, press it downfield. And like you mentioned, reference before, Ben, as you see the DR7 flag just waving in the wind, going from right to left, that might have been the reason why it wasn't a touchdown.
Love the aggressiveness, though, from Noah Wallstad. 813 Hawks. That'll put a smile on Coach AJ's face. Here's a second down and 15. They'll get it out to Zent again, and a pickup of about 9 will make it a third down and 6.
I tell you what, man, if you're watching the screen right now, you know that Zent is being peppered, and he's making defensive plays as well. So if you're watching the screen, keep an eye on Zent.
Quickly on the ball, Coach Thompson likes that fast pace over the middle. And
Cruz Campbell almost got an interception there. Oh, my goodness.
QB1 almost came away with the pick. He will get his team 2 points with the defensive stop.
That would have been amazing. That would have been must-see TV right there. QB on QB crime right there.
Cruz Campbell. He says, I can play a little defense, too.
I would say nonetheless, he gets 2 points for Team Blue. So this game is.
And you see the wind.
Really in one possession here. Cruz Campbell, he's went 5 for 5. So this is it's one of those drives, one of those Cruz Campbell drives.
Wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Back to work for Cruz Campbell. He could put his team back in front here with the strong series. And he gets it out on first down to Javon Medlock, his second catch of the game. We saw Cruz Campbell go 5 for 5 on his first series. He remains perfect with that first down toss. 15-10, Orange leading, Blue with the ball. Good look here at the Villages Charter School, where we'll be the next couple days here in beautiful Florida. Ben Spicer, CJ Gilbert coming your way. We're about halfway gone here in the Crown MVP Bowl. Here's Cruz Campbell, 6 for 6 passing. Why not make it 7 for 7? As he's got Jordan Murray on the far sideline, 2028 product out of Tampa Bay Tech, holding it down for Team Elite All the Smoke here in the MVP Bowl.
And that was one of those routes where, timing is everything right there. You can see just the comeback and just overall Cruz Campbell delivering a good ball to him right in the nick of time to get within 5 yards to pick up that first down.
Wait, Jordan Murray built to be a 2028 kid. He looks like one of the older kids out there.
I'm telling you, man, out of Tampa Bay Tech, has a Purdue offer, and he's going to grow into something special for Tampa Bay Tech.
3rd down 5 coming up. Still a man in motion. Here is Campbell, and he'll keep the offense out there on the field with another completion. This time it's to another Team Elite 2028 target, Rondé Dial, out of Armwood High School, class of 2028. And Armwood's one of those consistent programs here in the state of Florida, CJ.
I was going to say Armwood is one of those programs where regardless if you're from the state of Florida or you're outside the state of Florida, you know about Armwood High School. So very good stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we call his name out later on in the day.
Good look there at Coach Tony Ballard. As he's liking what he's seen from Cruz Campbell. Everyone has so far. 8 for 8,
Good
make
ball.
it 9 for 9. Another completion. And it's to Dial again, back-to-back catches for Dial. As you see the Team Blue roster led by Coach Tony Ballard. We saw his City Reapers 18U take home the Atlanta title. But he's had a lot of success over the years, not only in 7v7, but in quarterback and football training in general.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of those guys where his reach is beyond the game of football. Like he's definitely one of those guys where a quarterback or even a player in general can be dependent on who he is as a not just a football coach but as a man.
Campbell on the move, comes back across the middle, and he picks up the 1st down. Strong arm there on display. A little risky throw, but able to get it in, as that was Jordan Lane, I believe, on the receiving end. His 5th catch, first catch of this series. And Cruz Campbell is now 10 for 10 passing in this contest.
Telling you, if you had a little icon from 2K or Madden that had a little flame under it, he's been consistent this whole year, and Cruz Campbell has been nothing but that.
And that was under his name when he pulled into the parking lot earlier today. Here he is on the move again, stays perfect, and he gets it out to Lane again.
And you can kind of see.
Excuse me, that's Zion Boongu on the catch.
We're about 4 yards shy of another Team Blue touchdown. Pivotal point in the game right now, too, because they're only down 5 points. They can take the lead with just a score. So Team Orange have to kind of buck up here.
Boongu, another one of those Hoosier State products. Here's Campbell on the move,
Jordan Murray,
back in the end
touchdown.
zone. He finds Jordan Murray. His 2nd catch of the game results in 6 points for Team Blue, and they're back in front. Back and forth we go. Cruz Campbell still has not thrown an incompletion here.
And I'm telling you, Jordan Murray is one of those guys. Get to know who he is out of Tampa Bay Tech, class 2028 receiver. He's going to be a special product in the Florida area and beyond.
Cruz Campbell now 12 for 12 with 2 touchdown passes in 2 series. Coach Ballard and Team Blue going to go for 2 to try and go in front by 3 points here. Here is Campbell. Dropping back, firing over the middle, has his man, and has 2 more points. And he has Javon Medlock on the conversion that time. Make it 13 for 13 for Cruz Campbell.
And Medlock has been one of those guys where he was a glue guy as well. So he's been a chain mover for Team Blue. So really good job by Cruz Campbell. As you see Team Orange, the roster right here for Casey Thompson. Corey Stokes, I'm still looking for him to kind of get involved into this game. We might get a chance to see Emery Snyder a little bit more involved as well. So we'll definitely get a chance to see a lot more explosiveness from Team Orange as this game progresses.
Unofficially, we've got Noah Wallstad 6 for 11 passing for 2 touchdowns. He comes back to the near side on this first throw and is able to complete it out to Jalen Lane. That's Lane's 2nd grab of the MVP Bowl. Hey, shout out to our guy Mark Henry. He's in the comments on YouTube. He says Cruz Campbell makes the right reads, quick release, and can make every throw. He's going to be a steal for the right program. 2nd down coming up.
Deep though, right here by Lane.
Lane has some space, but it's broken up. Great defensive effort there from Javon Medlock. He should have been in the MVP Bowl to begin with.
I'm telling you.
It appears, CJ.
You can pull. Hey, Medlock is doing what he's locking people down and locking people up. So I'm just like he's definitely one of those guys where he deserves a MVP Bowl nod.
As Michael Jordan would say, he took that personally. Also got 3 catches on the offensive end, had that conversion. to put Team Blue up by 3 on the last offensive series. Team Blue can add to their advantage here with a defensive stop. Orange has to get it to the 25 and beyond to keep that offense out there on the field. Let's see what Coach Thompson dials up here for young Noah Wallstad, 2027 quarterback. He's got trips to his left, scanning the field over the middle, and it's knocked away.
Try to force it in there to Emery Snyder, but it'll be a turnover on downs. That was Jordan Murray on the defensive stand right there. And like I said before, he's a name to know, guarding one of the top prospects in the Midwestern part of the country in Emery Snyder.
So 20-15 now, Blue, with the 2 points from the defensive stop. They'll go back to work, and it'll be Antonio Balaguer, who went 1 for 3 on his first possession, coming back in at quarterback. And we're just late to the party, CJ. Mark's saying he already knew about Javon Medlock. He's already been spotlighted on the platform where they expose the unexplored, the platformdr.com. Check out coverage from the weekend and past events in our archives. It's going to be a fun weekend. As a man wide open, and that'll be a first down and a whole lot more for Team Blue. That's Jordan Lane.
And it just seems like we've been calling Lane on every snap almost on Team Orange and Team Blue. That's the type of lineage that Lane name carries. So really good ball by Antonio right there to get it to a wide open Lane, and he gets a couple yards on Smith right there, and Team Blue is in business.
Jordan and Jalen getting it done for Hustle Inc. 405, getting it done here in the Crown MVP Bowl. As that's a big pickup and a confidence boost for Antonio Balaguer as he'll come back to Lane.
Touchdown, I believe.
Lane diving for the end zone. He got in. Look at the effort for Jordan Lane on his second receiving touchdown. He wanted it all.
Yeah, he almost felt like he was going to get touched right there, and he just kind of contorted his body, as you see on the DR7 replay. Antonio just kind of dunking it off to Jordan Lane, kind of moving his body and just diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Jordan Lane.
Jordan Lane's second score. We saw him connect with Cruz Campbell earlier on in the contest. That time it was Antonio Balaguer on his second series.
Look like they're lined up to go for 2 right here to force Team Orange's hand as they come out for their their next offensive possession.
So 26-15 Team Blue. Here's Balaguer looking right, throwing towards the end
Jordan
zone.
Lane.
What a grab.
Good catch by Jordan Murray.
Catch. Jordan Murray.
My goodness. I'm telling you, if you don't know Jordan Murray, get to know Jordan Murray. DR7 replay, Antonio, really good ball. Needed it. He got it. Jordan Murray on.
Strong catch.
Fire. Temple Bay Tech.
Appreciate everyone tuning in here to the Crown MVP Bowl for the first time ever. Let us know in the comments what you think. Mark's got a good, Mark couldn't resist this pun here. He says, the lane's got me seeing double.
He got some good puns, though. Like, Mark is a wordsmith.
The pun master. 28-15, Blue leading here.
Wallstad going deep with it.
Oh, what a strike.
Really good ball by Noah Wallstad right there. Picks up about 30 on that pass.
Got it out to my guy, Deshaun Sharif. Shout out to Deshaun. Strong throw there from Noah Wallstad. Deshaun, I remember him from back in the Tampa Bay Irish days.
Wow, that's a
throwback for you. Wallstad over the middle, capping off the
drive.
Touchdown. Going up and getting it. It's Carter Zent, his second touchdown. Putting the Hoosier State on the map. Man. How about this? He's made plays on both sides of the ball. Bishop DeWinger, class of 2027 out of Indiana, PSM 15U.
And what a ball by Wallstad on both balls there to get it down the field and then ultimately to get that touchdown to Zen right there. So really good stuff by Noah Wallstad. We're really getting a chance to see both quarterbacks. All these quarterbacks do really good jobs in their particular setting. So really good stuff right here that we're seeing out of Coach Casey Thompson and Coach Ballard.
28-21 your score. Team Orange will go for 2. Now the issue is if you're Team Orange's defense, you got to be a little concerned. You've got Cruz Campbell. He's coming back in on offense. So these points are a premium right now for Wallstad.
Over the middle.
Over the middle.
Couldn't get the feet down, though. Oh, man.
Out of bounds. That was Sharif there, who had that big catch to start the drive.
And you can see right here, Coach Ballard kind of know that, that team, they needed it. They kind of lucked out by not getting those 2 points right there. So Coach Ballard can kind of appreciate that. As you see, really good shot right here by DR7 replay. Feet both out of bounds, so incomplete.
Little shove there as well afterwards from Balaguer, the Team Elite teammates going at it there. Deshaun Sharif and Antonio. And it's back to work for Cruz Campbell. A smooth 13 for 13 for the 2026 quarterback, repping Hustle Link 405. He's also got 2 touchdowns. Here's his 3rd possession. Campbell
He's going
loading
deep.
up, looking for it all.
Is it Lane?
Oh! Knocked away. Coverage on the back end applied by Oliver Smith. And Smith letting him know about it.
I like that. I like the competitiveness that, Smith got right there. Oliver Smith's kind of a really good built type guy too as well. So really good coverage by Oliver Smith to kind of be in the area, the vicinity when Lane went up for the ball. As you can see on the bottom right there, trying to get this game as we kind of get down to 5 minutes. That rain is inching closer and closer, so it's getting to a pivotal point in this game as well.
Lane and Smith, Hustle Inc. 405 teammates. Looking forward to seeing Hustle Inc. in action again. We told you they've won 2 DR7 championships this season. They won the crown last year in 18U. Trying to come for it all again here. As here's Cruz Campbell, 2nd down 15 coming up. Campbell takes what's there. And we'll make this 3rd down a little more manageable, as that was Dial again on the reception. His 3rd grab here of this MVP Bowl.
Yeah, only need about 6 yards right now compared to, 15. So really good stuff by Cruz Campbell to take what's available to him. You can kind of see his footwork, his mechanics. He looks really polished in the pocket, and you don't throw 4,000, passing yards by mistake. You don't throw over 30 touchdowns by mistake. So he's a very well-polished guy, has a Georgia State offer as well. I'm planning that he's going to blow up even more and going to the senior season. As you can see, a beautiful shot of the moon. Looks a little yellow on our cameras there, but definitely the definition in the moon. So we're going to plan under the moonlight, I guess.
I love it. DR7 after dark. 3rd down, trips to the right. Campbell rolls that way and has the completion, a strong grab. 1st down picked up, as that was Dial again coming through on 3rd down.
And we've called Dial's name plenty of times. Plays for Team Elite All the Smoke out of Arnwood High School, class 2028 receiver. Like we said before, Arnwood is one of those programs where, even if you're not from the state of Florida, you know what Arnwood football is about.
Team Tampa, another one of those teams will be streaming tomorrow. You see the Hustle Inc. 405 team looking on, supporting their teammates, trying to make some noise. Hey, they're on the video board, by the way. I love it. Good stuff.
I like the shirts that they got on, too. Hustle Inc. versus everybody. I really like that.
I have to see if Coach Thompson has an extra one of those.
I need
for
one
me.
of those.
Yeah. Got it
Plug
in the
me
large,
in.
Coach. Here's Cruz looking right side.
Jordan
Jump
Murray.
ball. Jordan Murray diving. Oliver Smith in coverage that time. We hope he's okay. That is not an easy fall on the turf.
And Jordan, I would say Jordan seems to be down right there. Took a kind of a hard spill into the mat. Hope he's okay. Okay, so hair stuck in the actual contraption of
man, got stuck underneath the high jump mat there. Well, when you have the best hair out there on the field, that's the price you got to pay sometimes.
Yeah, really, really good stuff, So Jordan is a top target, of course, for, this team blue. But I'm really looking forward to what he becomes in the fall. Got a chance to talk to him. He was talking about, overall his ability to, he feel like he can always get better. So he was telling me that, I want to get better at my route running. It's not anything particular. He just wants to be able to be a dominant receiver, and he's on his way to being one of those guys that they lean on heavily in the fall.
So under 3 minutes to play here as the Crown MVP Bowl winds down. Ben Spicer, C.J. Gilbert coming away from the Villages. Kicking off a great weekend of 77 football here in Florida with the 2025 DR7 National Championship.
Got to stop it and play right here.
2:51 is the official time. And we're set to resume. No motion over Medlock here. As here's Campbell looking towards the end zone. Good throw there, trying to find Jordan Lane, his high school teammate.
And you can see right here, if we can get a good shot of that, Tony Ballard talking to Cruz Campbell right now, kind of coaching him up, trying to see him probably trying to get to where, get to that spot faster in his progression. So really good stuff right there between player and coach, kind of talking to the team, and that's the QB coach that we're talking about there. That's the next level type thing that Coach Tony Ballard brings to the table when he's out here coaching.
He's not treating this like an all-star game. This isn't an NBA all-star game. This isn't the Pro Bowl. This means a lot. There's a lot at stake here. These two coaches know each other well, Coach Ballard and Coach Thompson.
Want to actually get something out of it.
Absolutely. Here is Campbell, left
He's
side.
going to Lane again.
Jump ball again. And he got it. The head top for Jordan Lane, his third touchdown of the game. I think we might just be crowning him MVP here in the Crown MVP Bowl.
Man, we got to get that pulled up again. Lane, oh my goodness. He's like, bro, like how did he get up like that and head top someone that was a few inches taller than him? I'm telling you, that's some next level type play right there. Third touchdown of the game too as well.
So that makes the score 34-21 in favor of Team Blue, and we're under 90 seconds to go. That might have been the dagger there. Big time throw from Cruz Campbell on third down to his teammate.
Then I love the celebration at the end too.
Oh, look at this. I thought they were going to look in the direction of Murray based on that
he almost
formation.
had another one. And that was I think that was Lane on – was it Lane on Lane right there? Or no,
No, that was Samuel Amarista in coverage, 2029 out of Southlake High School, repping underdog mentality. Got to give him a shout-out. The only 2029 player out there. Held his own on that play.
I'm going to just go ahead and say this. We need to see Jordan and Jalen Lane in the final minutes of the game and see who comes out on top right here.
A one-on-one matchup.
Yeah,
see if we get that.
Nice. That'll be nice.
See if we get that down the stretch here. You see, they brought their ball. One thing about a quarterback, he's going to bring his football with him. And Cruz Campbell, Tuttle High School.
Look like that football's been through some battles right there.
It has indeed. It's seen some things.
Yeah, they went 13-1 this past year as well. They went 13-1 this past year, so definitely that football has seen some things and been through some things with Campbell there.
So here's Noah Wallstad. We have him 9 for 17 unofficially per our DR7 stats.
I'm trying to see what Noah Wallstad does in this last minute right here. If they can get a shot play, they can still be in this game.
Here's Wallstad. Final 60 seconds. Throw over the middle. It's intercepted.
It's Lane.
That's a house call.
For 6. Lane.
I don't care what you say. Jordan Lane is your crown MVP.
Crown him. Crown him. Crown him.
A pick 6 for Jordan Lane to cap things off.
What do you got here? What is this? What is this?
Oh, he's got some money. Oh, we cut it short. But I think maybe he had a bet. Maybe he had a bet at stake if he gets a pick.
Regardless, this is a really good read by Lane here to really cut underneath that route and really seal the deal. If he didn't have a dagger the first time, this is definitely a dagger in the heart right here for Team Orange.
I think we had to have a bet at stake there because he went over and he said, "Show me my money." I told you I was going to get a pick 6 here in this MVP Bowl. Look at him. What is that? Straight out of the wallet from the coach on the sideline.
It's probably one of those big face hundreds.
I hope that's a blue 100. Little Ben Frank action here at the Crown.
Jordan Murray.
Jordan Murray capping us off here in the MVP Bowl. This young man has MVP potential as well. And it's a 42-21 Team Blue dominant win.
I like the celebration. The celly's so cool, man. I really do. I love it when they get a chance to enjoy themselves as well. That's what it's all about, especially when you're playing good, you feel good, you look good. That's some stuff that Primetime even say, So that's definitely a good look for Coach Tony Ballard.
And he's letting Coach Thompson know about it, pointing to the scoreboard a little bit. All in good fun. We told you both these guys know each other, have a great relationship. Great brotherhood and camaraderie to bring these kids together. Kids, again, from Indiana. You had kids competing from Oklahoma, Florida as well. So great to see them making plays out there. Several kids that we've got a spotlight here that stood out, at least to me.
Yeah,
And
for
the
sure.
obvious one is Jordan Lane.
For sure.
Anytime you come up with 3 touchdowns and a pick 6, you're getting the job done. Cruz Campbell as well. He goes 16 for 20 passing, and of all his 3 series, they all led in scoring drives. On the opposite side of the spectrum, I was very impressed with Carter Zent. Had 2 receiving touchdowns, also had a pass breakup. Wearing number 7 out of Bishop DeWinger High School, Indiana, class of 2027. See some flips down there on the field. Who stood out to you? Who was impressive to you, CJ?
Yeah, I mean, you hit them all on the head. Of course, Jordan Lane kind of took the show right there at the end of the deal, getting his 3rd touchdown, the hat trick, and then ultimately getting the pick 6 to kind of seal the game. I really like what Noah Wallstead had done all the way up until that point. I think he's a class 2027 guy that is growing into his potential, especially when we get a chance to see him a little bit tomorrow for 813 Hawks, especially. And then I've kind of preached about him as well. But Jordan Murray, I think he is going to be a special style athlete, a class 2028 guy at a Tampa Bay Tech high school. So he's going to be one of those guys that I can't wait to see again tomorrow. And then, of course, the dog of all dogs, Cruz Campbell. Can't really, explain what his game is, been enough just in the 7-on-7 rounds, but also in the fall ball as well. So hopefully in his senior season, he gets a chance to take off even more. Went on a spring visit to North Texas as well. So hopefully he kind of build into that spring, have a really good summer, and then translate to the fall, and then he'll be one of those program guys that, Tuttle High School will always know and represent as well.
Now we will go down onto the field for the presentation. A little hardware at stake. The MVP, offensive and defensive MVP. Who do you think it's going to be? Any guesses? Does Jordan Lane get both?
Jordan Lane.
Does he get both, offense and defensive
I mean,
MVP?
how could you not? He literally stole the show at the end of the game right there, getting the pick 6 and getting the head topping touchdown. So maybe they spread the love a little bit. Maybe you can't forget about some of the guys, but definitely, Jordan Murray could get it for his offensive and then defensive. Maybe Jordan Lane. So we'll see.
Let's go down now to Jonathan Mumford.
I appreciate you, brother. Much love to both of you guys. Y'all are outstanding leaders. CT, you grew some great ones. I know you raised both of these young men. But hey, we want to go with we got a couple offensive MVP guys. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm excited and happy. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I want to tell you guys, all you guys that came out to play, y'all competed. Thank you guys. We had a great time. Where my young buck at? My young 14-year-old that stepped out. Where you at, boy? Where you at?
Okay.
Javon Medlock getting a little hardware. We told you about him. He came out of the stands. They were down some players. They needed him. He stepped up.
Like I said, he was that glue guy, kind of like the chain mover for
Had the
those
play of the
guys.
game, the one-handed catch.
Yeah. We'll
Goes
see.
him with the trophy.
We'll see who this defensive MVP is. Drum roll a little bit. Jordan Lane, undeniable, man.
I think they just didn't want to give him both trophies. Spread the love a little bit there, but certainly deserving. We had him unofficially 8 catches, 3 touchdowns, and an interception return for a score, too, capping off the game. So Jordan Lane, man, a name to know, 2027 product out of Tuttle High School, Hustle Inc. 405. High school teammates with his quarterback, Cruz Campbell, who orchestrated 3 scoring drives, went 16 for 20 passing. But just a great event here. DR7, the Crown MVP Bowl for the first time ever, bringing athletes from across the country, matching them up here on a great stage Friday night. We had a lot of fun, CJ. I think this is an event that we're definitely looking forward to in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like we got another surprise here. Oh, so that goes to Coach Ballard for being, coach's trophy. So definitely deserving. Like I mentioned before, you got to be a student of the game to eventually master the game. That's a quote for Tony Ballard, and he's definitely one of those guys where he pulls the most out of every kid and every athlete that he's seen before. I've seen him on social media a lot, so he's definitely deserving of this coach's award to be recognized as one of those top guys that we've seen at our DR7 circuits.
Pulled away late. His team comes out on top here, 42-21. Thanks to efforts from players like Cruz Campbell, Jordan Lane. Let's see if that will be More hardware brought home for Hustling 405 this weekend. Can they go home to Oklahoma with the crown? Only time will tell. Again, stay tuned. We'll have our full broadcast schedule coming your way on social media here later on tonight. Games that are still to come on Saturday. And, of course, we'll have every championship game coming your way live here on the DR Sports Media Network as well. A lot of fun here from the Villages, but we are just getting started. For CJ Gilbert, I'm Ben Spicer. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. Turn those notifications on so you're alerted whenever we go live, because you are not going to want to miss all the action we have coming your way this weekend. Until then, we'll see y'all next time.